I accepted the death of my YouTube channel, and it made me happy again. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to cover in this video, but first you need some context. So I run a YouTube channel called Mossy. It's a channel on that makes videos about a game called Stardew Valley. And if you don't know, Stardew Valley is the game, like the background footage of this video is from the game Stardew Valley. Now, that channel had about 25,000 subscribers, had, I don't know, 6 million or so total channel views. I don't actually know what it is right now, and it may be 5, I don't know. And, you know, I had 2 videos over 1 million views, and if you've ever watched a Stardew video before, there's a chance you have watched one of those videos. Like, they are pretty big and everything. And now I get into the... Actually, no, there's no, okay, I also have to... The other piece of backstory I have to give is that in January 2021, yeah, at the start of 2021, in January, I was like, okay, Stardew Valley, I really like playing this game, blah, 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 I know how to make videos and everything. Let's just fucking make Stardew shit. And I don't know, it was so weird because I was like, okay, by June I'll be monetized. Like I'll get 1,000 subs. I just knew by June I'd get 1,000 subs and I'd be monetized. Like I'd never done YouTube before to that capacity. Like I had channels before that had probably like 20 subs, you know what I mean? Like I'd never got to that before, but I just knew if I just did the work, it would just happen. And funnily enough, from January, blah blah, I did my shit, and then once I got to June, you know, I got my 1,000 subscribers halfway through, I got monetized, and then in July, I uploaded my All Your Stardew Valley Pain in one video, which fucking blew up. I got like 200,000, 300,000 views in like the first couple days, which for a channel that had 1,000 subs where I was getting like 1,000 views a video, you know, that's kind of bonkers. That's kind of bonkers, you know, so that blew up, and that happened. So I was like, oh yes, July 2021. I was like, oh yeah, that blew up. That was fucking great. I was really happy with that. And another thing is that the Dark Side of Stardew Valley Part 1, which is my other video over 1 million views, I'd released that in, I don't know, like May or something. Like I'd released that a couple months before, and due to some algorithm shit and my channel being small, it just, like the day I released the video, it was doing well, and then YouTube broke, like YouTube literally broke, it crashed or whatever, and it went off line, and because of that, it completely just fucked my video. It just immediately stopped giving it impressions because it was offline, and then as soon as YouTube came back offline, the video was still just fucked. And so I tried to fix it for months, it didn't really work, and then it was starting to get a couple views again, and then my video blew up, which also, my pain video blew up, which subsequently blew up the Dark Side video. So those were going really well. And then, so, July, let me look at my channel to see other big videos that I would have released around the time period. Okay, yeah, so that was the pain video. And then, after that, in August, I released, like, All Your Stardew Satisfaction in one video and stuff that did well, 100,000 or so views. I released Solving the Mystery of Linus and M. Jasper, The Forgotten NPCs, you know, August, September, yeah. So August I released a video, it did pretty well, and it just kept on doing well. In September, I released a video that did really well, and it kept on doing really well. And the thing is, if you've watched some of my other videos, if you've watched those videos, plus you've watched some of my other rant videos, you will know that it takes me like 1 month to make one video because I spend so much time and effort into making them, and they're really high quality and everything. And then it's basically just because I have like I'm a bit retarded, some OCD shit, right? I spend a lot of time, I don't need to, perfecting things I don't need to be perfected. I already gone over that in another rant. But yeah, I was releasing about one like solid video per month, and when it would release, it would get like 100,000 views, the next one would get like 120,000 views, the next one would get 200,000 views in like the first like week to a month, you know, like they would get a lot of views. Like I'd put all that work in and fucking kill myself to like they do make them, but then I made them, and then I'd get the big payoff and reward, and it would just work. But then I got to October of 2021, and this is where things start to go downhill. So I released the biggest, Stardew Valley's biggest controversy, and that worked, and that was the October video. And then my November video that was really big was the Forgotten Secrets of Stardew Valley. It's probably one of like 4th most viewed or something video, like near 400k views. So that did really well. That got like 100k a month or whatever. So yeah, my November video was doing well, and then I released a December video that did really well, which is like it was called Concerned Ape Exposed. Basically, Concerned Ape made Stardew Valley, and I wasn't actually exposing him. I was basically just like saying, because it was basically, okay, you think that I'm going to expose him for being negative, but then I exposed him for being a really good person. It was a minute and a half of me just saying really good things about him, and then at the final couple seconds of the video, I wished him happy birthday, because that was the whole point of it. Like, I released it on my birthday, and not only did that blow up, but I also got a comment from Concerned Ape saying thank you for saying happy birthday, which is like my whole goal of it really, was it to be blow up enough for that he would see it. So yeah, that worked. My devious plan, my scheme worked. That was December, and then we got to the end of December, literally Christmas. I released The Dark Side of Stardew Valley Part 2, which is bound to work. Now, it didn't get the big first couple days, week spike that I had got on every other videos. It looked, yeah, so Dark Side of Stardew Valley, that was a thing and stuff and things, and, yeah, so Stardew Valley Part 2, that released. It didn't get, yeah, the big jump, but it was a slow burn, which, like, it's now my third most viewed video, I think, of all time. Like, it was just a slow burn, like, it didn't get the initial spike, but then it kept getting the same amount of views every day for the next year or whatever. It was a pretty good video. But after, like, you know, that November, December stuff, everything just went downhill. January of 2020, like, I just kept doing the same things of, like, I released the Forgotten Weapons of Stardew Valley, and I released this because the Forgotten Secrets, the Forgotten NPCs, and the Forgotten, items of Stardew Valley had all done really well, and like I thought, okay, that would do really well. It received the same level of click-through rate as as the other videos, and it even received a better average view duration, because remember, like, I'm better at making videos at this point because I'd made them more, I had more experience, and it just, despite everything being better, it didn't do good with the algorithm. It just didn't. So I was like, okay, and I kept doing these type of things. Like, I kept doing the type of ideas that I knew worked, and I kept executing them better than I had before, but it just wasn't working anymore. Like, it just literally was not working anymore for some reason, and I just didn't know why. It just, the algorithm just stopped finding the audience for us or something. It just stopped working. So it's throughout the year, like from January of this year to the end, like, I just kept doing the same stuff, but also tried adding, like, I would do the same stuff that worked previously, but I'd also mix in some new stuff to see if anything worked. Nothing fucking worked. Spoiler alert. Nothing. None of my new shit, none of my old shit worked. Alright. Nothing that I did on the channel this year worked. Nothing cracked like 30,000 views or something, which, like, before I could get that in literally a day with like a 3 times less subscriber count and everything. I don't know, just, yeah, and I don't know, because it was just like so sudden, and then like 1 month everything just went from working to not working, and then it just slowly, my stats slowly fucking went down throughout the year as everything, and then I slowly stopped uploading less and less and less, and then I got into a relationship which turned out to actually also be holding me back, and, you know, just making my mental state worse and everything, and I was already, like, kind of permanently stressed from YouTube, because but the thing I like doing, it's my job, and it's also what everyone knows me for. Like, even, like, people in my real life, because everyone finds out eventually, you kind of hold your channel as a part of you, you know, a part of yourself, part of your ego, yourself, because when your channel's not doing well, you don't feel well, because, like, I guess I accidentally somehow I embedded it with my identity and everything, which is a mistake. But yeah, that slowly, just the whole year, it just slowly went down, and the thing is, if I wanted to, I could actually, like, revive it, like, if I really wanted to, but here's the thing, this was good, this shit dying, it may have given me, like, this whole year, may have made this whole year kind of just increasingly more shit, plus with the whole, just lots of other shit that happened this year. However, it was necessary, because here's the thing, I don't play Stardew anymore. Like, a whole year of just not playing the game, and I'd be keeping, like, making videos about it, even though I don't play the game anymore. Like, I don't have any passion or interest in it anymore, and I haven't had any for ages, and yet I kept still trying to make content. So, like, even, like, how the algorithm just randomly stopped making my stuff work every day, even though it was random, and I still don't fully know the reason. I'm actually glad for it. Like, it was actually good, because in even in that like 1 or so years, I'd grown a lot as a person, and just I was interested in different things. I wasn't really interested in Stardew anymore. Like I am, just interested in a lot of different stuff, which as you can see, just looking from this channel, right? Like this channel that you're on right now, this is the stuff of like I actually like, because basically these type of introspective videos, they exist because I, as a person, are very introspective, and like I just naturally, ever since I've been like a conscious human little child, everything like I've just thought of everything like just very intently, and just like I've just always had this internal monologue of just like really just random deep thoughts that I've always just thought about. And so, yeah, the reason I have this channel, and it's really good for me to have this channel, is because I get to get that internal monologue of those random thoughts out and publish it as content, and then like I get different perspectives from different people, and eventually I'll probably even be able to make money off it eventually, once I get monetized and everything. But that's not even like the main goal. The main goal is literally just to help myself with it. But like during this year, I had basically, there was a thing of I had grown so much mentally, but it wasn't reflective in my channel. Like there was a dissonance, I guess you could say, with where I was and what I was producing. Like I hadn't cared for Stardew in like a year by the start of like January type shit. Like during 2022, I didn't give a fuck about Stardew. Even at times in 2021, I didn't give a fuck about Stardew and everything. And yeah. Now here's the thing. The last rant I did was a video called. It was called "Some People Live in Denial. Don't be one of those people." And I talked about how like you just go watch that after this. It will make this make a lot more sense even. But yeah, I talked about how the solution to denial is acceptance, and denial is a natural thing that your brain does when something's so painful you don't want to get rid of, but your brain deploys denial naturally, but like to combat it, you do acceptance, blah blah blah. And living in denial is living in misery, because you're living in a false reality. Like you're living in reality, but the way you perceive it isn't right and everything, and there's a dissonance in your life. You'll be miserable. You'll be chasing something that doesn't exist, basically, blah blah blah. But basically, this channel, it stopped working, and this was all like this was a part of myself. It was my passion and my income, and I don't know, it just that everything tied together. It made it so hard for me to like give it up. You know what I mean? Like to let it go. I should have done this months ago, but that the thought of letting it go hadn't even it'd be like kind of blocked, I guess, because my mind was in denial. Maybe I thought of it once and it was just so bad, like my brain kind of just blocked it out, and I'd been living in denial this whole fucking year. But because when you have a whole year of everything that used to work just not working, you realize, okay, I need a fucking I need a change. Like sometimes shit just has to get so bad, just to the point where everything's bottom, you have to have a change. So I I sat down, had my thoughts, and I was thinking like, okay, what do I actually want out of YouTube? In 5 years, 10 years, I don't want to fucking be making Stardew videos. What I want is, on YouTube, I want a place where I can do rants like these, where I can get out my internal monologue, because this is who I am. I will always need a place for this, because I will always be like this, unless my brain fucking deteriorates. It will always be like this. And the other thing I want out of life is music, because as I explained in another video how music really helps me, and something I didn't say in that video is that I really enjoy making music. It's my number one passion in life, is making music. So that's the thing I wanted to do. And so yeah, I accepted that, and now, because of certain life events, I can actually make music now. Like right now, I can actually make music. Like before, I could only make beats, like because of certain life situations, but now I can actually like record songs and everything, which is what I'm interested in doing, along with making beats and everything. But yeah, I can finally do that. So now, like I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, I finally like accepted that, okay, like what you want out of life, like out of YouTube, is to have the rant channel and also have a music channel, because I want to do the stuff where it's like, when like you're people in the studio recording a song, and then like someone just like videos them having a good time in the studio, and they're doing this, and they go like, yo, what if I did this? And they do that, and they go, oh no, on the mic, and that's that part of the song, and you listen to it, you're like, oh, that's the backstory for that part of the song. That's the type of stuff, that's the type of music content I want to upload. So I want to upload music content, I want to upload rant content, and I also am like, I want to make music as well. So that's what I went out of YouTube long term. So I'm like, okay, it's as sad as it is to say, there's literally no point making content on the Stardew channel anymore, because I don't want that out of life. That served its purpose for the point of time that I was in. There were certain things I couldn't do. Like, I didn't even have a fucking microphone when I started it. Like, that's how. And so what did I do? I made text guides. I made do with what I had, and it was like, what did I just say? Like, the Mossy channel, I love it. Like, it served a purpose for the place and time that I was in, and it was great. But it no longer serves me a purpose. It's no longer what I want. And, you know, that's why I've decided to accept it as dead instead of trying to revive it, because every time I try to revive it, I go through a stage where I upload a couple videos and then I stop for like a couple months, and then it's kind of like self-sabotage, and I think like, why is this happening again? But the reason why it's fucking happening again is because there's no reason for me to do it, because I don't actually want to do it. I'm just doing it to like fix it. I don't want it to be fixed. I don't want anything to do with it. Like, I'm probably speaking way too fast and everything. Should slow down. But yeah, like, there's no point doing it. I just need to accept that not only has it declined, but I have to accept that not only has it died, but like, most importantly, I don't need it in my life anymore. If that was what I wanted to do, if 5 years from now I still wanted to be making these videos, I still had passion for the game, then I would by all means go ahead and revive it. But reviving it would serve me no purpose. So therefore, I've finally accepted. It's taken me a whole year plus a bunch of other shit and me fucking wanting to kill myself. Just literally, like, so much shit has happened this year. It's taken me so much shit of going to rock bottom to realize this ain't it. I need to drop it, accept it as dead, drop it, and move on. And once I accepted that, I finally just started not putting that pressure on myself and just starting to make music and starting to upload content to this channel. I know, I just feel this new peace and serenity in my life I haven't felt in a long time. Like in a year or so, two. Yeah, probably like a year, because this hasn't been working. Yeah, but I haven't felt this for like a year. But even like a year ago, it was still stressful making videos, but then once the video does well, it kind of pays off. Your hard work is cemented. Like, it pays off. But this one, also this time, I also know it's like closer to like my true passion, whatever, or whatever you call it, because I can do as many 1,000 rants as I want per day. I can put as many hyper-focused hours into making music per day, and it doesn't stress me out at all. It doesn't mean like, oh, I need to get this video, I need to get the song out. It doesn't do that, and it's also not tiring. It's not exhausting. Like, sure, once I spend 8 hours straight on a song, and then I get up and I lie down and I go, oh, I was actually tired for like 5 hours ago. You know, that's my body. But then if I like stumble over to my desk and then I just hear the song again, and I'm like, oh no, I have to change this. And then 3 hours later, I've spent another 3 hours on the song type thing. Like, yeah. Fuck yeah. Like, yeah, it just doesn't exhaust me. It doesn't stress me out anymore. This is how I know it's just what I want, you know. In YouTube, there's another channel I have in mind of stuff I want to do one day when I can do it, and I know like maybe other stuff will pop up from time to time where I want to do it, and that thing that will pop up, it will serve me for that amount of time. But I do, like, when things are done and dusted, I just have to learn to accept them. Yeah, I just have to. Yeah, I've just accepted that channel's dead, and it no longer serves me a purpose. So there's no longer point serving it. Now, one thing I do want to say is that I think once this channel starts doing well, whatever I class as well, and also once my music starts doing well, again, whatever I class as doing well, I'll make this same type of video on the main, like on the Mossy channel. I'll make this type of rant video, plus I'll say what I've been doing right now, which is this channel and the music channel, and that in this future moment I'll be saying how like they're doing this is what I wanted to do, or working towards that's working now, just as, you know, just backstory for people that see I haven't uploaded in fucking 7 months and being wondering like what's happening. And it will be like a final goodbye to the Stardew community. Now, who knows, I might, you know, there might be more Stardew videos coming out on that channel, because, you know, occasionally you just get like a week where you just go, fuck it, I want to make a Stardew video. Like, that just occasionally happens. Fuck it, I want to make a Terraria video. That just occasionally happens sometime, and like random things may happen on that channel from time to time and stuff. But yeah, I finally stopped living in denial. Like, I finally realized that channel needs to go, and I just need to, like, if you look back 7 months ago, I was uploading content to this channel, and around that time, like around the start of this year, like March May ish, like that's probably when, if I really dropped the Mossy channel then and sort of fully focusing on this, and then now I can focus on music right now in November, and then like focus on the music in November now that I can. Like if I actually did that, my life just would have so much better, so much stress and shit would have avoided. But I wouldn't have, because that didn't process in my brain as something I could actually do. I didn't really fully realize, like I knew I didn't have any passion left for. That's the weird thing. I knew it. I'd said it before. I didn't play Stardew Valley anymore. I didn't have any passion left for it, and yet I still kept up with it because I didn't accept it. I knew it as a fact, but still didn't accept it as like a thing. Oh, okay, I should drop this. So, yep, that's the thing. Yeah, and also the whole thing of that I said before is that sometimes everything just needs to go to complete shit before you'll finally go, okay, a change needs to happen, and that's why, like, you just gotta learn the lesson the hard way, and once like the hard way happens, learn the fucking lesson. Like everything that's happened to me this year, like everything went to complete shit, blah blah. I'd just think everything in my life, and I'm like, yep, this is what I need right now in my life, and what I will need for the future. Like let's actually work towards something for the future, and yeah. But yeah, I just said like I wouldn't have focused on May because I hadn't learned the lesson yet, because not everything had gone to shit yet. Only like stuff had started to go to shit. You know, you just need to be slapped hard as fucking in the face sometimes to learn your lesson, and yeah. Yeah, that was a rant. That was a rant. Yeah, that's a rant. Comment whatever you thought of the stuff you heard in this. I'm interested to know different people's perspective, because some people will know the Mossy channel and they would have seen me slowly lose my sanity. Some people have no fucking clue of that. They don't even know who the fuck I am right now. Who is Amos? I don't know. No, some people don't even know who I am right now. So yeah, I just want to hear the perspective from every different type of person that's watching this video.